Hi, my name is Nowyuk, and I'm a singer and songwriter from Nowyuk. In this episode, we'll talk about why you need to ask permission to do covers and what to do if someone wants to use your music. Before we start, remember that this video is made from an artist's perspective, since I'm not a lawyer. Please always talk to a trusted advisor or entertainment lawyer if you have any specific questions about legal contracts. Alright, let's get started. Under Canadian law, whenever someone writes a song, they legally own it. This means that if you want to record a song that another artist wrote and put it up on streaming platforms, you'll need to get the songwriter's permission and possibly pay them to use their song. This is fair because the songwriter put a lot into writing the original song, and if you make money off it, a part of that should go back to them. If you use the song without permission, it could be considered copyright infringement, which is illegal. Now that we understand why you always need to ask permission to use other people's songs, you might be wondering, how do I get permission? In order to do this, you'll need to get a mechanical license from the original songwriters. The songwriter might be the artist, but sometimes they're not, so you might need to do some research. If the songwriter has passed away, you'll need to ask someone in his or her family. These mechanical licenses are only for audio recordings. If you'd like to record a music video for the cover song, you'll also need to get a synchronization license. The process of getting permission to use songs doesn't need to be too complicated. You can always just ask the songwriter in an email if you can use their song to record and put it on an album. As long as there's proof or a paper trail, that simple email is technically a contract. The songwriter might want to get paid to use their song. If that's the case, you can negotiate a deal with them. The price can be anything you agree to, based on the popularity of the song as well as the budget you have available. Always make sure to get the agreements in writing, even if it's just a Facebook message or an email. If there is ever a problem down the road, you'll want to make sure you have proof of permission to use the song. There are tons of stories about songwriters and artists getting screwed over because they made a handshake deals, so make sure to protect yourself. If the song is registered properly, you can usually get the license through CMRRA. Also, if you're working with traditional or cultural songs, make sure you have permission from elders, families, or communities where the songs come from. Using traditional songs is a sensitive topic because it's easy to hurt people's feelings, so whatever you end up doing, try to make sure you have a clear agreement with the knowledge keepers of the song, and always make sure to get it in writing. In the end, using someone else's song is about being respectful. Imagine how you would feel if someone used your song and didn't pay you, or worse, what if you really didn't want them to use it? Okay, let's flip the scenario now and talk about what to do if someone wants to use their song. Like we talked about earlier, if someone wanted to use their song, they would legally need to ask you or CMRRA for permission first. And you have the right to say either yes or no. You can ask the person about what their plans for the song are and how you will be compensated for allowing them to use it. You can also ask for money for a license. The price of a license can be anywhere between $100 and $10,000 or more. It's a negotiation that completely depends on what you think is fair and the budget of the person who wants to use your song. You should always ask them to make sure they put your name in for the credits and ask that they register the song properly so that you can collect any songwriting royalties. The next step is to write a licensing agreement. Again, this can be a simple email, or if you want to make sure it's done correctly, it can be done by a record label or an entertainment lawyer. Keep in mind that lawyers are very expensive, so it might not be worth it. That being said, there are many local resources you can ask for help, including Alianait, Qaggiavuut, your local economic development officers, or local record labels like Hitmakerz. The agreement you make should include which song are we talking about specifically, will there be any changes to the lyrics or arrangement, who is going to use it, what are they using it for, where are they going to use it, how long do they get to use it, like a year, 2, or forever? Where will the song be released? In Nunavut only, across Canada, or internationally? Lastly, how much money will you get paid? Again, this will depend on their budget and how much you feel it is worth. The final amount is whatever you agree on. Once you have the agreement in place, you're all good to go. Again, make sure to talk to a record label or an entertainment lawyer if you have any questions about your specific situation. We believe you're capable of having an amazing music career, and we hope you found this episode helpful. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or if you'd like additional resources, please go to www.hitmakerz.com/Alianait. Nami.